Welcome to Agenda Edina, a news program summarizing the actions taken at City Hall that affect you most. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty. The two Edina City Council seats up for grabs now belong to Kevin Staunton and Bob Stewart. 7 people ran for the 2 open seats, including incumbent Josh Sprague. Councilmember Joni Bennett did not seek re-election. Staunton, a longtime member of the city's planning commission, bested challengers with nearly 25% of the votes.
Well, we have a great city. We have a great community, and my objective is to just kind of keep going in the right direction. We got a bunch of issues that we're dealing with, that I've been dealing with at the planning commission for the last 9 years, and I'm anxious to continue to work on those and other issues as I move forward onto the city council.
Stewart narrowly edged Jennifer Janovy for the second open seat with 7,100 votes to her 6,977.
I would like to say thank you to the people who supported my campaign. Thank you to the voters. Thank you to everyone. This is a lot of work running the campaign. We had 7 candidates for 2 seats, and so it was a really challenging campaign. Thank you to the other candidates as well. It's a great community that has so many really talented people who'd step forward and offer their services this way.
Staunton and Stewart will begin their 4-year terms in January. Orange barrels and months of construction have made way for sidewalks and green space along Edina's France Avenue. The France Avenue Corridor Improvement Project is nearing completion. The City of Edina has been working to make it easier for all street users to travel France Avenue in the city's Southdale district. Work included improvements at the France Avenue intersections with 66th, 70th, and 76th streets. Free right turn lanes were removed, ADA-compliant pedestrian accommodations were made, and planters and lighting added. Traffic management was also improved with accessible pedestrian signals, crosswalk countdown timers, and vehicle and bike detectors. Additionally, the lanes on France Avenue were narrowed, and missing sidewalk connections on the east side of the road were added, ensuring those on both sides of France Avenue have an opportunity to access one of the crossing locations.
This project's unique because it really does focus on pedestrians. It is a very busy corridor, and that creates challenges on how do you make it safe for the pedestrians. So I think we were able to come up with a balanced solution to increase that safety across France and then also across the side streets, yet not impacting traffic operations. You know, the automobiles will not see a change. It'll be a little narrower lanes, but the overall operations of the automobiles won't be affected.
The $4 million project kicked off in April with $1 million federal grant paying for part of the project. While work is substantially complete, some additional lighting improvements and landscaping will be finished off in the spring. Public art has been prevalent and appreciated in Edina for some time. Now the city is joining a growing national movement to beautify an unlikely part of our landscape. Edina 16's Matt Koskinen has more.
Sometimes opposites attract, and when you think of public works and utilities, arts and culture is not exactly the first thing that comes to mind. However, there is a new collaborative effort between the two groups that's serving both function and fashion for the city.
This new project is wrapping the utility boxes and is funded by the City of Edina to beautify the utility boxes within Edina.
Our group, Public Art Edina, has been talking about wrapping utility boxes for years. And we are so excited that today our first effort is becoming a reality.
Edina's first utility box art wrap was installed in October at the corner of Valley View Road and West 66th Street.
Near the Arts Center, near Southdale Shopping Center, so people can easily find the box.
The wrap serves a valuable purpose as they are resistant to paints and other types of vandalism.
I am trying to flatten this out without having any wrinkles.
Artist Mark Lidke hopes his design warms residents on a cold day.
I chose to go with something colorful using the flower motif because we're moving into winter now and everybody knows what Minnesota winters are like. They're gray, they're dark sometimes, and we need a splash of color to kind of help us through. And what we're hoping to do is involve other artists in Edina who can contribute their artwork, and each box will be different and by a different Edina artist.
The city owns 13 utility boxes and plans to install additional art wraps when the covers are due for replacement. Next installation is planned for spring 2015.
I will bet you that when people stop along this intersection and they're waiting for the light, they will notice this and they will put a smile on their faces, and that will be worth it.
For Edina 16, I'm Matt Koskinen.
Edina artists interested in submitting their work for consideration and use on a future utility box should contact the Edina Art Center. Thanks for watching this episode of Agenda Edina. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty.